I mean, this is just incredible. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Phillies Sensitive Media. Jerry Cup in tonight's game between the Phillies and the Miami Marlins as the Phillies defeat the Marlins by a final score of 4-3. An incredible comeback against Sandy Alcantara. I mean, this Phillies team is just on a roll now, 14 games above 500. I just love it, man. I guess before I get into this video, please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please don't get your bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. Win the series over the Marlins, 7 straight victories, 14 games over. I mean, this is just an incredible stretch of Phillies baseball. Probably the best inning I've ever recapped. I mean, 100%. 100% now, 62-48 on the season, and since June 1st, the Phillies are 41-19, and that marks the best 60-game stretch the Phillies have been on since July 15th through September 18th of 2011, when they also went 41-19. So think about that for a second. So 2011, I mean, the most wins we ever had in a season that year. So, I mean, this is just an incredible stretch of Phillies baseball missing right now. JT Mucho, you are the man. It wasn't like we were going against, lousy pitching staff of Washington Nationals. We're going against Sandy Alcantara, arguably, one of, if not the best starting pitchers in all baseball this year. And we're able to come back against him like that. So that's no slouch, right? I mean, I understand, yes, it was a little sloppy base running there later in the ball game. Every team's going to make a mistake. But, I mean, this is just so fun to watch. I mean, like, seriously, you're just excited to watch Phillies baseball right now. So we have a chance to sweep tomorrow at 105. I mean, Noah Syndergaard in this ball game definitely started off a little bit rough. I mean, allowing a lot of base runners. I was getting a little upset with him, but then he settled down and settled in, and he got a whole lot better. So lowers the ERA now below the 4 mark now at 3.96. So he definitely allows a lot of contact, that's for sure. As we get the scoring summary here in the top of the second inning, Jacob Stallings signals on a line drive to center field. As JJ Bleday comes around to score, man, this guy just kills us. And it's 1-0 Miami. So the Fish grabs an early 1-0 lead. I mean, that ball was just catching way too much of the plate. And the Marlins now taking 1-0 lead. Let me pick it up here in the top of the fourth inning. Charles Ledblank singles on a little bloop fly ball out to center field that drops in front of Brandon Marshall. A guy that could definitely run. He couldn't even get there. As JJ Bleday comes around to score, and it's now 2-0 Marlins. So the Marlins now taking a 2-0 advantage. I wasn't really feeling too good about this one at this point. I'll be honest. I mean, as good as this Phillies team has played, over the last few weeks or so, especially the last few weeks or so, I wasn't really feeling too good at this point of the ball. Going against Sandy Alcantara. As I said, one of, if not the best starting pitchers, in all baseball this year. And our offense has done nothing up to this point. I mean, Noah Syndergaard, he's allowing a lot of base runners, allowing a lot of contact. And it wasn't look like he was going to be, his best night. So I wasn't really too confident in this Phillies team, that's for sure. And boy, oh boy, things would certainly change. We pick it up here in the bottom of the sixth inning. The Phillies get on the board as Kyle Schwarber doubles on a short line drive to left field. Bryson Stott comes around to score, as it's now a 2-1 ball game. So Kyle Schwarber with the 16th double of the season. Think about it, he has 34 home runs and he has 16 doubles. Think about that. I'm happy he didn't home run tonight. I mean, think about what he did for the Phillies tonight. And he didn't even hit a home run tonight. I mean, I'm glad. I mean, don't be so hung up on the long ball. RBI doubles, get RBI singles. I'm so tired of. It seems like every hit he has is a home run. You know what I mean? Start doing the little things right. And he certainly did that tonight, that is for sure. So his 68th RBI at the season at that time. Now we pick it up here in the top of the 8th inning, JJ Bleday. I mean, stop pitching to this guy. I'm so tired of this guy, killing us. My gosh. As he doubles on a sharp fly ball to right field, just missed going out. As Billy Hamilton speeds home, of course, he doesn't really have to run. The guy's just so fast. As Bleday collects his 4th double of the season. And it's now a 3-1 Marlins lead. So to get that run right back, it's like, you're like, oh my gosh. Bleday, the first round pick for the Marlins in 2019, really hasn't done a whole lot. Of course, this is his first year up in the big leagues, but he's certainly starting to heat up over the last week, and it seems like we are catching him at the wrong time. Do not pitch this guy tomorrow. There's pretty much no one on this, in this Marlins lineup really scares me that much. So what do you have to lose by pitching around JJ Bleday? I'm tired of this guy just killing us. It seems, as you're telling me, he scored 2 runs tonight and drove in another one. Stop pitching to this guy. My gosh, let him take his walks if he wants. So I'm tired of this. Then we pick it up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The comeback starts. I mean, off of Sandy Alcantara. He definitely starting to kind of look a little bit worn out at that point of the ballgame. That's for sure. As Brandon Marsh singles inning ground ball to center field, Gene Segura comes around to score. It's now a 3-2 ballgame. So Don Mattingly showing a lot of confidence in Sandy Alcantara, leaving him out there like that. I was very surprised he didn't take him out. I was very surprised at that. I mean, it just goes to show you what kind of confidence he has in Sandy Alcantara. Brandon Marsh, I mean, that was a big hit right there. I mean, the biggest hit he's had in the Phillies uniform since he's been here, since he was acquired last week. So 3-2 Miami. And then we pick it up here in the same inning. Kyle Schwarber singles on a sharp line drive to right field. Bryson Stott comes around to score as the Phillies tie it at 3. So Schwarb, 69 RBIs now. I mean, this man, how about that? He's definitely starting to heat up now over the last week. He's definitely been swinging a much better bat. So he looks so much better. Have a night, Kyle Schwarber. I mean, have a night. Huge clutch, hits tonight. Then we pick it up here in the same inning. BCIB, JT Real Muto singles on a ground ball to left field. It sneaks in. Kyle Schwarber comes around to score, and he was fired up when he crossed home plate. Wow, he was really showing a lot of motion right there. I mean, he was fired up as the Phillies now take a 4-3 lead. 3-1 inning off of Sandy Alcantara. Ouch. I mean, man, oh man, I mean, this is a great comeback. It wasn't like we were going against, Patrick Corbin. I mean, this was Sandy Alcantara, right? I mean, this was no slouch. I don't think Patrick Corbin would even get close to the 5th inning, folks. But let alone the 8th inning. But I mean, you get my point. This was against a top tier starter in baseball. And we're able to do it. I mean, in credit to the Phillies for taking advantage of a big mistake, as he said, from Don Mattingly. I can't believe. I think this is going to be his last year as the Marlins manager. I mean, you hear the reports that he doesn't feel like he's wanted there. I think he inevitably will be out as Marlins manager after the season. I don't see him staying there. But I mean, this is just incredible what the Phillies did tonight off of Sandy Alcantara, and it was just so late. But guess what? That's all that mattered, right? I mean, we took the lead and we never looked back. We did get a little bit unlucky there. I mean, that was certainly an eventful bottom of the 8th. Rhys Hoskins hitting that soft, that broken bat line drive to third, and then they double off Brandon Marsh. I mean, why is he off third? I mean, so far, I was a little tad annoyed about that. I'll be honest with you. I mean, why are you so far off of third base? And of course he wasn't really called safe, and he was out. I mean, he was out. They challenged the call. I mean, that was definitely not a very good call from the third base umpire. Once again, another umpire mistake. I mean, how many umpires' mistakes have we seen so far this year? Quite a few. Kyle Schwarber, Leon Spell, your Phillies House of Media Player of the Game. 2 RBIs, the RBI double and RBI single. 212 average now for Schwarbs to go along with a 818 OPS. I mean, I just love it, man. I mean, you know what? This Phillies team just has so much depth. It's not just one guy. I mean, we definitely had a lot of productive players over the last month with Alec Bohm, JT Realmuto. Look how good Derek Hall has been, as a rookie. I understand that Kyle Schwarber certainly has ups and downs. I mean, over the last few weeks, Nick Castellanos has been super productive. We got nothing out of Nick Castellanos tonight. We got nothing out of Derek Hall tonight. Guess what? We got a whole lot out of Kyle Schwarber. Another guy stepped up. I mean, JT Realmuto continues to stay red hot. With that, delivering that RBS single to left field. I mean, another clutch hit for JT. Another clutch hit. I mean, it's just like night and day. This guy was like, he couldn't even battle with runner in scoring position before. Now all of a sudden, he's the man with runner in scoring position. What changed? This man is turning into quite the clutch hitter, folks. Something is clearly clicked with him. He never was a clutch hitter, but now JT Realmuto is a clutch hitter. Certainly kind of strange, and he's kind of started to build off of that last year. He actually wasn't terrible at running score position last year either, actually. So y'all remember back in 2018 when he first arrived here, 2020 as well, his second year in Philadelphia. Certainly not very good with running score position, but Kyle Schwarber, have a night, my friend. He was fired up tonight. So your Phillies House Media Player of the Game, Rhys Hoskins, hit was performance. Here's another example. A guy that was red hot in the Washington National Series. 4 home runs in 4 games. Silent tonight. And we still won the ball game because other guys stepped up. That is a sign of a good baseball team. A good baseball team. And I don't mean to keep flaunting that. I mean, of course, there's a lot of good baseball teams out there, better than us, like the Mets, the Dodgers, you go take a look at the American League, the Yankees as well, the Houston Astros. But you know what? I mean, still, this is a good enough team to make the playoffs. What we've seen, they have proven going against a top-tier starter tonight, and they're able to do their job. I was about to come on here and rip this team. No offense. I mean, not to go too hard on them because they've just been so good, but, think about it. Sandy O'Connor, we won't be able to hit him and everything, and, I'm so disappointed. Stop pitching to J.J. Bleday, and they were able to rebound and just totally shell him in that bottom of the eighth inning. Think about that. They really did get to him. I just love it. Outblown one knock tonight as well, and JT Muto, but it was a big one. The ground ball double to left field to give the Phillies a 4-3 lead at that point. Arguably, maybe one of the biggest hits in his career right there. I mean, that was just incredible. Off of Sandy Alcantara. So that was like huge. Like, you should have heard how loud Citizens Bank Park was at that time, man. I mean, that was just incredible. I mean, it was popping, man. It was just incredible. And Nick Castellanos hit his performance tonight as well. I mean, he's going against one of the best pitchers in all baseball. I'll give him a little bit of a break right there. I guess what other guys stepped up to show you what kind of team we are. And Derek Hall gets a start as designated hitter tonight, and he also went hitless as well. And Gene Segura gets a start at second, and he collected a knock and scored one of the Phil's 4 runs. Bryson Stott, one knock tonight. He also draws a walk, scores 2 of the Phil's 4 runs. A 598 OPS, so he's just about to creep over the 600 mark for the OPS. I mean, we've already seen he's already hit over that Mendoza line now at 206. So it just keeps getting higher and higher and higher. So over his last 7 games, 280 with an OPS over 700 at 708. Over his last 15, 273 with an OPS above 700 as well. And over his last 30 games, the last month, 238, 298 OBP, and a 390 slugging. So he's just been so much better. So much better. We talk about it almost every single day. And Brandon Marsh with the RBI single to center field, and to make it a 3-2 ball game at that point. So Brandon Marsh's biggest hit in a Phillies uniform since he has arrived. That is for sure. So Noah Syndergaard, 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, all 2 earned, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Certainly better than his first start in the Phillies uniform. But at the beginning, I mean, Noah Syndergaard, I remember this with his time at the Mets. I mean, you always had to get to him early. And the Marlins seemed to get to him early there a little bit, right? I mean, he's the kind of guy that settles in. Jacob deGrom's kind of like that. As well. I mean, he's a guy that, if you're going to get to him, you have to get to him early. I mean, another example, Max Scherzer. You have to get to him like in the first or second inning, because after that, they're just going to settle in. And that's what happened to Noah Syndergaard tonight. He wasn't very sharp at the beginning, then he kind of settled into a groove. I was very pleased with the back end of his start this evening. So you saw, he wasn't really that great against the Washington Nationals. 11 hits, in 5 innings of that abbreviated game. And he was so much better tonight. So much better tonight. I was much more pleased. Of course, he didn't get the win, but I don't really care about the win or loss. I think that is like such an irrelevant stat for me. I don't even look at it. I think it's ridiculous when people bring, he's 6-4 in the year. Who cares? It's just so irrelevant. I think of another example. Jacob deGrom in 2018 had an historic season. I think he almost had a losing record. So it's just stupid, if I should say. It's just really just silly, to suggest that a record is really that significant. And of course, it's a little significant when you talk about a guy with Patrick Corbin, someone who's like really, really terrible. Maybe you could bring that up, but I don't really look at records at all. So a 3.96 ERA for Noah Syndergaard. He definitely loves to throw that slider, that is for sure. The fastball doesn't have as much pop on it as he used to, since he is now past TJ. But you've seen guys like Zach Lear, they can still throw that fastball at a high velo, near 100 miles an hour, and they're past TJ. But, everybody reacts to it differently. Inning, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 return. He wasn't great tonight, that's for sure. He was able to finally get out of that, but he wasn't sharp tonight. A 3.62 ERA. And Serandy Dominguez, of course, doing Serandy Dominguez things. I don't even think about when this guy comes in. It's like Mariano Rivera throwing out there. Maybe that's a little excessive. But his 8th save of the season, 1.52 ERA for Serandy Dominguez. So I'm just so proud of this Phillies team. It's like I can't even put it into words. The fighting. It's like we were fighting back to that. Cabrera on the mound for the Marlins tomorrow, 2-1 with a 2.61 ERA. And Kyle Gibson 7-4 with a 4.36 ERA. So sweep, please get the sweep. Fortunately, the video is going to be out later because I work. I've just been working every day. It's just been brutal. I apologize for that. But luckily, we were able to get the recap out tonight. So guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please hit your bell. Please like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. Check out the social media. Link in the description section at Phillies Science Stove Media. Instagram, Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Beyond Stove Media. Call or text 267-225-5092. Email me. PhilliesScienceStoveMedia@gmail.com. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later. Let's go Phils.